Hi, everyone. This is Christy Bird with 180 Digital. I wanted to take you through the new Facebook look and feel, and also kind of how to set up a new business page under this new look and feel. So there have been some changes, and I just kind of wanted to walk you through those. All right. So one thing I'm kind of excited about is I love a left-hand bar. I think that it's very easy to navigate exactly what it is you're looking for, whether it's pages, who your friends are, Messenger, a lot of options here if you're looking for events. These things were findable before, of course, but I think that a left-hand bar with the icons is really colorful icons, especially is pretty helpful. I also like that you can set up your own shortcuts, so that's kind of nice. Up here, you'll also see a similar navigation, pages, marketplace, groups, things like that. Instead of it being hidden under a caret, it now has its own button, so you can create things from here. So post, story, life event, page, ad, group, event, marketplace listing, and fundraising. So we're going to go to page, and we're just going to do a test page. Let's nonprofit. I did want to kind of show you that there are a lot of options. That if you just kind of type through the alphabet, it'll show you what your options are. They're not necessarily intuitive, so it does kind of, I think, help to take a look through all the options that they have and decide what is right for your business. So in this case, I chose nonprofit. I'm going to do marketing and advertising, marketing. And so there are other options, tons of options, in fact, but it will tell you actually when you've reached your limit. So yeah, it will not let you go past 3. So it does kind of tell you that. And I think one thing that's kind of nice is the errors are very clear now. So you don't have to go search what the heck is happening and why can't I figure this out. So that's nice. The description here on this part is short. So it does tell you there's a 255 character limit, which is fairly small. But don't worry, there's plenty of opportunity later under a longer description, under more, that you can set up more information about your page. So whether it's a business, a community, a nonprofit, a church, whatever it may be, there's opportunity for you to tell your audience what it is that you're doing. So I'm just going to put in this is, and I'm going to create the page. So once you've created your page, you do have the opportunity to, it'll tell you that your page is created. It does give you the opportunity right here on this left-hand bar to upload your images. And I've already saved just a couple. We love WordPress here at 180, so that's what I've chosen. I'm going to save that. It does not tell you what the specs are on this page. However, I have provided that information in the Ultimate Guide blog post that I wrote for this. So take a look there. And you can find that on 180.digital under blogs. It's the Ultimate Facebook Guide. So there are some links in there for more resources. And also, if you use Canva or some other really popular graphic creating service, they typically will tell you what the, at least for Canva for sure, it actually will allow you to choose the correct size for the item that you're looking for. For example, a Facebook cover photo, that you can actually choose that as a selection and just input information into that file. So that's helpful. All right, so we're creating our page here. So we can look through the left-hand nav to tell us exactly what it is we're doing here. There's a ton of settings, so I'll kind of walk you through what I think is the most helpful for you to know. Some of these things that are default, you'll want to take a look at. So whether or not people can review and edit posts and photos on your page, you'll want to take a look at that on what you'd like to do for your page. So whether or not you want to review what people are posting on your page prior to it going on, that's an option. You can also not allow people to post on your page. That's also an option. Another big thing I think that people don't realize is in order for someone to tag you on Facebook, you actually have to allow that. So that is not default checked. So you're going to want to check it and save it. That's a big one, I would say, that most people don't see or know how to get to. So when you choose tagging ability, it's going to give you the option to allow people to tag your page. So that's nice. You can actually restrict the countries that see your page also. We know that Facebook, you can look at the information that's been added to the Ultimate Guide of Facebook. We can tell that there's a lot of countries who are using Facebook. And maybe if you're a local business or a local organization and you're not selling things internationally, maybe you keep spam down by actually hiding certain countries. So something to consider. Just wanted to make you aware of that. You can restrict ages if you have non-kid friendly material for whatever reason. You actually can block certain keywords and phrases, and you actually can upload an entire list if you have many. So that's nice. You can actually also block profanity, which I think is great. Let's see what else. Those are the main things that I think people probably aren't aware that they're able to do. And also you can merge a previously created page if you just want to get rid of an old page and just ignore it, or you can merge the information into your new page. So that's an option that you could do. Now, if you create a page and it's not going well and for some reason you feel like you need to delete your page, you can actually do that right here. And it used to take I would say, it'll tell you like this will take 40 days to delete. Well, now it's immediate. So if you do click the delete your page, it will be gone. So just know that. All right. Other things to be aware of. You're going to want to look through sort of all of the options, but those are probably the key things outside of the edit page info. You're going to want to go through this page, the page info page, and make sure that you have checked all of the boxes here that you can. So you are going to want to put in a username. It will tell you if it's already used. So there's a description here. This is what I put in earlier. I can edit it here. This is where I would go to edit that. The categories that we chose already in there. You are going to want to enter your phone number, email, website, and location if you have a location that is not your home. Obviously, if you don't want people going to your home, I would not suggest putting your home in here if that's the kind of business that you're running. You can choose my page does not have a location. However, if you are running a business, you will want to put your location. It will help people find you. It will help your SEO. So definitely, if you have the option, consider adding that. Under the additional, you'll just want to take a look through these options and choose what's best for you. One thing to note under hours is you can always be open. You can be permanently closed, and you can also select your hours. It will let you get pretty granular. So take a look, match your business hours to what you have for your business. Or if you're not that kind of page, you're not really a business, you can kind of leave it open. So kind of think through what works for your business, what works for your page, what makes sense for your page, and choose what option there. Another nice thing is you actually temporarily close. So this probably came about with people having to do that with COVID. I may have actually been available before, but it's now more called out. There's not hidden somewhere. It's now available right on the info page that you can actually let people know these things up front. So under more, you're going to want to enter your privacy policy if you have one, and Impressium if you have one, and this is where you're going to enter your long description. So, the limit is 10,000 characters. I seriously doubt people use all 10,000 characters, or most people wouldn't. Most people aren't going to read 10,000 characters on a Facebook page. So keep it as brief as you can, but this is where you'd be able to add more information like a mission statement or beliefs or more service information, things like that. You can actually connect your Eventbrite through Facebook if you are managing events that way. So that's nice. You can update your notification settings. Now, I believe that the default is everything is on except for email. So take a look through this. You are not going to want to get an update for absolutely everything that happens on your page. At least not once it gets going pretty well. It's going to be a lot of notifications. So, check through these settings and see what's going to work for you for what your availability is. There also are some advanced messaging features, so that's also nice. Page roles is where you're going to set up anybody else is going to help manage the page. If you are going to have anybody else, you can actually edit any existing roles if you're not a new page, or you can assign new roles here. And it does tell you exactly what the role is and what it can do. So that's helpful. For anything else that will really help you, Instagram. I believe most people at this point, if they have a Facebook, they also have an Instagram. So if you don't have one, consider getting one for the younger audiences that you might cater to. You're going to want to connect the Instagram to your Facebook account. It would also allow you to, through the publishing options, publish posts from Instagram to Facebook and vice versa. So take a look at that, connect those if you can. All right, so going back to the page, one other thing I kind of like is you don't have to keep going back. You can just click the link at the top to get back to your home page. A couple things I wanted to mention here is that there is a nice call to action button right here, and it does allow you to be specific to what your organization is, or whatever your page needs to be. So whether somebody can book an event, get a quote, contact you in various ways. And if you're just want to give your audience more information, you can send them directly to your site or a specific page. So there's a lot of options here that I think are quite nice. So take a look there and decide, for this page, what do you want people to do? And that's what you're going to put there. What is the main thing that you want people to do? So another thing I wanted to mention is this view as a visitor button. So that's quite nice. You actually can take a look to see what people will see when they come to your page, and you can exit it fairly easy also. Promote. This is where Facebook really wants you to spend your money on their advertising platform. Now, be aware and be careful of their boost. They are really pushing for people to boost their posts, and that does cost money, and people may not realize it at times. But so just be careful that you're not boosting posts if you've attached your credit card to the page, because that does cost money, and just be aware of it. So boosting posts can be great depending on what it is that you're boosting, but just be aware of the promoting and the boosting and the ads that you might have created. They are really pushing for it, so just be aware of the buttons that you're pushing here. And this does make it easy if you do plan on boosting posts and using Facebook for paid advertising. So it is helpful to have this here. It used to be kind of harder to find in the weeds through the carrot options, but now it's pretty easy to find. And so I do think that it's helpful, but just wanted to make you aware. Another thing that you're going to want to do is connect any groups that you have. So there's a group under the more, you're going to choose groups, and you will actually be able to link groups that you're already a part of. So this is really helpful because you really want this page to encompass all of the things that you have going on with your organization, your company, your business, whatever it is that you're doing. You want to kind of keep everything in one place here, and that includes events. So you are also going to want to add your events, and you can do that through here. So that is nice. And the settings do change based on the categories that you have chosen. So be aware of that. And events are not technically here right here, but there is a way to add your events. I believe it's on the settings portion. I will put that in the notes in the guide, that there is a way to update that for events. Oh, here it is right here. So you'll be able to add your events right here instead of it being on the drop down. It's right here. So based on the categories that you choose, these will change. So just be aware of that. But you will still be able to find everything that you need. It just will change what is first and foremost available. There is one other thing that I wanted to share with you. So publishing tools, this already existed under the previous update, but I do think it's easier to find now. So I do think that that button on the left really helps be able to publish and schedule your posts. It's just easier to find, easier to get to, and easier to get back from. So utilize that in publishing or scheduling your posts. So I think that's really helpful. And Insights is fairly similar also. So if you want to keep an eye on how your page is doing, a lot of the same reports still available. Still works in a very similar fashion, looking through however long it is that you want to look through, exporting data, all of that is very similar. Not much change there other than how you find it. So I do think that is quite helpful. That is about it for all the things that are like blatantly different, I believe. I do think the look and feel is very easy to skim, and I think that's what they were trying to do. So just go through the settings, go through the things that I pointed out as really helpful to take a look at, and update your page with as much information as you possibly can. And there is a way to actually move your page around. Let me see if I can find that real quick for you so that you'll see. I believe it's the templates and tabs. Yes. So under templates and tabs, you will be able to click and drag what you want people to see first. So say you have really popular groups, you'll want those to be at the top. Say you want the about to be first, then events, then groups. You can move and turn these things on and off. If you have services, you can turn them on. If you have notes, if you have a shop, if you want to go live and you have Facebook Live videos you want to have shared at the top, you can customize this really easy. It's click and drag. So just be aware of that change. And that's really all I have for you today. I hope this was helpful. If you still have questions, 180.digital is here for you. We can help you answer your questions. We can walk you through if you do want to promote some of your ads on your page, if you want to boost your post, or if you need help getting started, we're here for you. But we wanted to walk you through some of these new things. So we hope it's helpful, and have a great day.